Usually you would see in the 60s, black people look like me. We make public protest. We get our heads split open. Sympathetic whites and allies and people who truly believe in freedom, justice, and equality entered the stage. Now, not only are you beating black people, you're dragging off white people. Like, and it became a tapestry, a unified front to give us our most basic civil rights and acknowledge our human rights. That tapestry is happening again, and it's happening in a bigger and better way. I was talking about those skateboard kids. I saw those kids first come in at the
He's a
Timbers
rapper
when
and a
police
social
were hacking
activist.
people with batons. They held up the skateboards to protect them. Most kids who skateboard, my kids
Yeah,
skateboard,
this
most
is
skateboard
just
kids in the South don't
history.
look like me,
Is
right?
this anything
But
good?
I saw the skateboard community
You think this
literally
is
come in and
anything
save
good?
these kids
KSSO.
from beatings, and then they got really frisky and they started
Isabella,
chatting back.
Yeah,
do you
what's up?
think this is anything good?
I think it's really nice.
About being soldiers
Oh
against
yeah,
the
thanks
state
for
that their
watching the
parents
stream
couldn't
right now.
actually see. It impressed me that the proletariat showed government that you work for us. And in this moment, we are exercising our rights to make public display of the evil that is happening. It
Bro,
makes
thank you for watching
me
the stream live
proud
right
that I
now.
live in a country that has
What?
long promised equality, rarely giving it to people who look like me. People who don't look like me defending it.
You made an interesting note and observation about the skateboard crew.
Oh, they
And I think anybody who's
haters.
watching has noticed
They
that
Yo,
it's not
haters.
just
cut
black
it
people who are out here
out. Black
No,
protesting.
Lives
it's
This
not.
is
It's a
Matter.
tapestry of
No.
people.
No,
it's a
stop
tapestry of
it.
people,
The
correct? I mean,
Amish, the Amish.
yeah.
Don't do it.
Wasn't that
I didn't
crazy to
even know
see?
the Amish saw the news.
I was thinking, who told them? Right? So
I was so impressed though. I was so thankful. My heart was filled with joy.
yeah, so you're seeing all these different types of people that you never thought this issue would resonate with them. It kind of reminds me of your music. Your music is unapologetically pro-black, unapologetically,
Yes,
right? But
absolutely,
yet, when
absolutely.
you look at a Killer Mike fan, it's across multicultural section of
Yes.
people. Why do you think your music is able to resonate that way, despite the fact that you are also clearly talking to your people?
Yeah, I'm proud to be me. I like me. I like black people. I'm not making no excuses. I'm not making no apologies coming in the door. I love us. I am in love with us. And because I love me, it has nothing to do or affecting my love of others. I have a very good friendship with East Indian cousins, Raj and Neil. They own the store right next to Walters. On what's happening. So if you're from Atlanta, you know about Walters. If you're a big guy
Where's
from
this
Atlanta,
from?
you know about the
Dylan, I'm
store
wearing
right
darker
next door.
colored
These
skin.
guys have always just been good to me.
Okay. People do this so they
How
just
could you
skin.
diss me? How could you not love it or like it? Like, man, I'm a part of the original people on Earth. I'm from the continent that birthed all humanity. I think when you wear that proudly and unapologetically, and not from a place of needing someone to be below you, there's no reason for people not to like me. I like you. I got plenty of heroes that don't look like me. There's a portrait of John Brown on my wall in my basement. He's a hero. He doesn't have to look like me. You know what I mean? But I refuse to act like people who look like me aren't great. I didn't say good. I didn't say good enough. I didn't say equal. I said great. I'm from a great and mighty people. And if you can't accept that, then maybe I'm not for you. But I believe that because I am simply who I am, I believe that that gets accepted. Because you know what? I remember being on the tour bus, and I'm on there with a bunch of Northeasterners because of course, my rap partner's a white guy from Brooklyn. And we're on there and watching swamp people, and everybody's laughing. And I
Yeah.
come up and stand into the front, and I look at it, and I start smiling, and I look at the room and say, I got more in common with them than any of y'all. And I just walk to the back. Now, because it's the truth. I'm a Southern boy. My grandparents from Alabama and rural Georgia. I grew up more like people on those shows. So I think across cultural lines and across racial lines, people identify with me, but just because I'm your typical American guy. And I have some special things. I'm not going to deny that I'm special. The smart kid, went to Morehouse, had an understanding of some cool stuff. I married a beautiful woman, that helps. But I think that ultimately what resonates with
Mary.
people is that I'm a regular guy. One of my best friends in the world is a white guy from Brooklyn. So I think that people understand that I have the ability not to look past your race or ethnicity, not to look past who you are culturally, but to look at it
Don't be
and love it and learn from it
racist.
without wanting to
Who are
co-opt it or
you?
lead it.
What you're talking
What
about
the
Who
hell?
in
are
a
you?
very succinct
Which one are you?
and robust way is really allyship, and
The one
Which
that
that's
one?
just
been a
walked
word.
away.
Yeah, you have a lot of. It sounds like you have a lot of really great allies that are in your life. Now, in this
Is
moment,
that you?
I've gotten the question
Is
No,
that
constantly. I
you?
assume
I'm the
you
one
have
that's crouching
too
up and down
about
in front of you like a
how to
crazy
be an
person.
ally. You know, what do I have to
Oh,
do?
you? Okay.
Right? I've had so many
I
conversations
have
with
no
other
backbone.
people, like really good friends of mine, in the last
Yeah.
2 weeks where
I
all right,
got no
guys,
backbone.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but
Yeah, but hold on. Hold on.
hold on a second, let's relax. But
Absolutely. I,
but that, nevertheless, that being said, is that what would you say to somebody who wants to not only be an ally but be a good ally?
you want to be a good ally in this moment, white corporation, white person with the
Do you
means.
like this
That's a
speech?
worthy
This
allyship.
Yes, it
speech?
is
On a
very
ground level, if you're just
wholesome.
working hard every week, you don't know
Wait,
what to
is
do.
it
You're an
Wi-Fi
electrician.
time?
You're a plumber.
Yes, it
Grab
is.
one young man who does. Uh, calls me. I pull up the key from the police officer. I say, if you'll allow me to handle this privately, I just don't want to call my insurance company because, I had just got in an accident because I drive fast. My son, Keith, in good faith, gave me the opportunity to do that. And me and this man became friends. I'm literally friends with this white man who told me about Atlanta pre-white flight and desegregation, who's taught me about fatherhood and the importance of presence in your child's life. That doesn't happen if we're not open for it to happen. So an allyship with white people doesn't have to be an organization that's saving the world. But you do have to do what me and Keith did. You do have to, on blind faith, trust someone who doesn't look like you and allow that person to educate. So an allyship is not just calling your black friends saying what I do. It's going to black organizations that might be local and saying, what am I doing? It's calling your friend and saying, what's the next thing you're doing? And I want to be an extra set of hands. Doesn't mean you get to go to the black people meeting, but it does mean that Skid Row, you show up. And you show up with empathy and care, you do it. And I'm going to tell you, we need doctors in that space. We need lawyers in that space. We need legislators in that space. We need the people who are really empowered to be in that space because there's some things that need to happen on ground level that once the grassroots people have gotten here, there needs to be money
Don't
put
sit down.
behind these things. A lot of the problems that we have now that are erupting could have been solved in 96, 2006, 2016, and all these other years, but we chose not to because we trusted the right thing going to happen. The right thing's not going to happen unless we make it. And after that, you have the potential to truly be brothers and sisters. You have the potential to be past the letting cultural, national, religious markers evict the fact that I know that I'm talking and I'm with a human being, and at our very core, past any physical difference, my job is to honor the soul of that other human being. So there's no need to have allies because I'm not at war. I truly have a brother and sister. There's no need to have an ally because there's no threat of war. I refuse to send any 18-year-old boy or girl off to die. And that has to be something that's much, much deeper than policy, much, much deeper than the human condition in the last 500 years. We have to get back to that. So that's my humble opinion. I don't know, where that takes white America, but I hope we stay standing up, fighting together.
You know, Mike, we've been having this great conversation, and a lot of people watching, they probably want to know, because again, these things happen in flashes where 1 minute we're talking about this, everybody's fired up, everybody's willing to do
Yeah,
things, and then the next minute, the momentum dies. So, how can the people who
yeah.
are watching now, how can they keep this conversation, this action, this momentum going?
Take this conversation, get 8 to 10 people around you, your neighbors and people who live within 10 square miles, and start to see what you can do to affect. And then connect with other people that may be in closer proximity, 30, 40, 50 miles, even another city or places that are doing it right, that are doing it right in other places. Connect with those people and just, if all of us do a little, no one has to do a lot. If all of us do a little, if all of us pick a little to do, no one will have to do a lot.
That's a word right there. We all do a little bit. Nobody has to do a lot.
Let's do a lot.
Um,
Absolutely.
Nobody has to do a lot. Mike, I have enjoyed this conversation like I enjoy every conversation with you. I can
You know I
certainly
love
talk to you. Yes, it is mutual. The mutual respect and love and society right here. Thank you, and more importantly, thank you for everything you do on the ground. I mean, so many people. I mean, I knew that you tell the truth the way it needs to be told, but a lot of people during this time of crisis have been exposed
talking of
to
speech.
you and understand that.
Yeah,
I mean, you
but
really
this
are
whiteout guy keeps
for the people. This is
like.
called
I
We
am
the People.
absolutely.
This is you all day long. So thank you for all
So
the
you
work
don't like his
and all the
skin color,
inspiration, all
right?
the words, everything that you're
No,
adding to
I
this
just don't like
conversation,
how
and more
he's just
importantly, to this
fishing
action.
rodding me
With that said,
everywhere.
we
It's
have to say
annoying.
goodbye, but we don't have to get out of here just yet because I'm gonna toss this on to my brother
Okay.
Van. He can take it from here.
Jamel and I, we
How
spent the
did I
past
just
hour
take
talking to Killer
photos?
Mike, we've been talking
You?
to Elaine Welteroth. We also got a chance to
I hate you.
Jamel,
No, 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 no,
what did
no,
you
no,
get
no.
from your
Cut it
conversation,
out. No.
with Killer Mike?
I'm about to
And more
smack this guy. I'm
importantly
gonna teach him a lesson.
what do
All
you
right.
make of this moment that we're in?
The one thing you can always expect from Killer Mike is blunt honesty. I think that's why a lot of people look at him as a really credible voice right now. He's honest about what he knows and honest about what he doesn't know. So I think when you have those elements, that's going to always make for a pretty good conversation. I'm with you. I mean, this moment at the same time is welcome. It's also a little bit surreal in terms of what took us so long to get here to make sure that we're not always starting from ground zero every time we have to have a significant conversation about race in this country.
Well, why do you think it's different this time? Because I mean, there have been videos before, and yet people still now act like they're shocked. Help me understand what's different this time from your point of view.
Dylan?
What's your
It's two things that I think
Where
stood
the hell
out
are
about the
you?
George Floyd video. One, there was no yeah, but. And granted, in my mind, we
I just somewhere. And I am about to get a racing car.
it was so cold. It was as if this were Thursday. And he showed such little emotion, remorse, any emotion you want to name. He didn't show any of that as he killed a man in the middle of the street with bystanders looking
We're going
on.
to go
So I
to
think
this
it's that
okay?
situation, coupled with the fact we had
Dylan,
already been
why are you
reeling
over
from
there?
Ahmaud Arbery, we had already been
So I could
reeling
get,
from
so
Breonna
I could
Taylor.
get a car
And even
crash.
though the situation wasn't fatal, there was definitely a storm of
This Midas is
frustration
so
at
mad
what
that he
happened
doesn't
with
have
Christian
gold.
people. So
He
this
doesn't have full
all
gold in
together
Midas.
leads us to this moment where finally even the most adamant naysayers.
Where is it?
I don't know where the hell he is, but like, you know. Cats don't have a certain skin color. You know? You understand that?
asking black people for leadership? That's interesting because they start, well, what do you want me to do? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Google is a powerful tool. I don't know. I'm realizing now, though, that this is an honest question. How do you think that we as African Americans and our allies can
The educational part, we are long past, right? We don't have to be educating anybody else about race. We're not here to soothe you. We're not here to make you feel better. But leadership is something different. And it looks different depending on how you want us to take that leadership. Certainly, we are accustomed to being a voice on these issues. We're accustomed to setting the agenda. It's fine if we continue to lead in that direction. I think what we're looking for is if this were, a relay
Stop
race, we
hating!
want to pass
Oh
the
my
baton.
god, where
And
you
we want
at?
you to be able to say, okay, here's what we've been feeling about this issue. Here's what needs to happen to change it. The other part of this race is that you got to be willing to run it just as hard and as fast as we are. Because if you're not, that's why we remain stuck in the flying pattern that we've been in for hundreds of years and decades as we've tried to reconcile this issue. So we have to figure out what is the most useful way of allyship. We see a lot of people throwing statements around. We see a lot of people throwing money around. We need that to be a focused effort, and more importantly, to be vocal about it. I can't I can't take any more double-sidedness. There can be no more other siderisms, if I may make up a word, meaning that you give over here and you're a company that is like, yeah, Black Lives Matter, except for in my boardroom where they don't, or except for my organizational chart where they don't. So I'm done with that, right? Oh, that's great. Charity's great. Charity doesn't change structural racism, right? What changes it is when you actively look in your building and ask, why aren't there more Black people in this building, in this boardroom, in this C-suite? So the ally and cultures of your companies, of your businesses, of wherever it is you
We
have
can do
influence.
this
Start there.
The thing I
together.
try to tell people is, it puts us in a no-win situation. I want our white sisters
Hello?
and brothers to be
Yeah,
better
what's up?
educated and to care more, but I don't want to have to bear the burden of trying to teach and educate all the time. The reason you pay tuition is because it's costly to educate someone. You coming up to me and
Ramirez
saying,
default,
educate me,
Lucia.
that's costly to me emotionally and from a time point of view. Also, I think we have to be very honest.
Or
Nobody would go up to somebody and say, teach me Russian in 5 minutes. And by the way, make me feel good about it. Like, I mean, you like, hold on a second. Like, you want me to teach you about racism, which is the
Uncle,
history of race in America is just
did
as
I
complicated as
just...
Russian. And you
What
want me
did
to teach
I
you that in
just do
5 minutes?
to
And
Gold
also,
Trooper?
if I make you feel bad about it in any way, now I got to be your therapist too. And like you said, soothe you or whatever. That's got to stop. I would love for somebody to come to me and say, I made my whole family watch the 13th and read the new Jim Crow and read White Fragility. And we had a question.
What happened? ¿Qué pasó?
can you not? I hate you right now.
What? What?
You don't speak in Spanish. How dare you?
I am so
What?
proud that you exist. Where do you find the strength
What?
to continue to do what you're doing and say
The
what you're
hell?
saying, even in the face of opposition, to the point where now the whole world has to listen to you? Where did you find the strength when they weren't listening?
Get
I
out
guess
here.
maybe this is just part of the Black woman's condition, is
You
that we
ain't
don't
no
know any other
what?
way. And most of us, I come from a line of Black women who were just like this. My mother's like this. My grandmother was like this, where it's the old phrase we've all used as Black people, making a way out of no way. And scream until they hear you. You know what I'm saying? Is that because the opposite is what? Is that I can't even afford to do that. I don't know any other mode but to fight for what's right, but to try to stand on the right side of history, but to speak for people who don't have a voice or a platform as large as mine because somebody did it for me.
What advice do you have for people who want to have these conversations, maybe not as well spoken, not as well read as you might be, but who really are sincere and want to have a conversation?
I think you have to start from a point of honesty and being real about what some of your beliefs, prejudice, biases are, where they come from, why you learned them. I think if you take anything else beyond race, as we get older, we do a whole lot of unlearning.
It was him.
Young folks, when you get to like your
Dylan,
30s, you do a
get
whole
over
lot
here.
of that, right? But yeah, my advice is to
Come
always
here.
start from the point of truth and honesty and self awareness. And you'd be
Where are
surprised what you can
you?
get accomplished just
This
by
guy's in the zip line. Nah,
digging
get
into
over
those
here.
things. I mean, if
Exactly. I
you know
crash
you
into you.
come from a racist
Right where I
background, or
am.
if you come from where
I'm the
race was
crystal
talked
skin.
about a certain way, be
Up
honest
here,
about what those
Dylan.
conversations were and what they taught you. And ask yourself, is this the kind of person that you really want to be?
Yeah, I feel like there's a 21st century mindset and 21st century skill set that
Go to where I am, okay?
everybody's going to need.
No, I need you to get over
Go to...
here.
A
No, really,
mindset
I'm
of
not
empathy.
kidding right now.
We're going to be dealing with people every color, flavor, every
I
kind of
just
human being
applied.
You
ever
see this
born.
guy?
We all have to deal with each other.
He's trying to fishing rod everybody.
Because of just the world.
So I tried to add him.
You
He ain't adding me
people in
back.
China
You know?
and Nigeria. That's just the world. So you have to have a mindset of empathy to really try to
They
understand
said
what's
to
coming
knock
from.
him
You have
out.
to have a skill set.
One thing, alright, I'm gonna make another stream real quick because, like, you know, this guy.
To you, we're trying to make you better. It'll make my life better, but it'll make your life better.
Alright, yeah, I'm very sorry. I'm gonna turn off